Okay, what is going on, Tycoon? Super excited for Snow. All right, ticker symbol SNOW. We're looking at Snowflake before earnings. So we're gonna break down the chart for you guys. There's been some really great technical trading going on. It's been following some technical patterns very well. Easy to spot, identify, and get into, and play those plays. Okay. So what we have initially, I want to show you guys. All right, we're gonna highlight this right here. Okay, this is a low, all right? And I want to show that we have one here, two here, three. So what we've done is we've created three lower lows, all right, starting on this downtrend. Okay, look at our relative strength index. This is one of my favorite things to monitor, to look at. It's going to show you the strength of the stock at the current price that it's at. So what we're seeing is the stock is dropping hard, but the relative strength is actually increasing. All right. So what we have is bullish divergence, where there's a divergence on the relative strength index compared to the price action of the candlesticks. Okay. This is an indicator that you may see some bullish activity in the future. So how do we take that into context as a trader, right? Well, we see that we have this bullish pattern here, right? This is a bullish pattern known as a descending wedge. And what you would do is you would play the breakout, right? You'd have an entry here, you would have a stop loss here, all right? And you'd look to play the move up to here. Look at that beautiful move, right? We got the clean breakout here, go up, massive move up, right? Higher low pullback, and then we go up again, right? And we hit our price target here. All right. So really, really nice technicals there. And then what we got was a little bit of a head and shoulders, right? We had, here, let me show it to you. Okay. Here's our head and shoulders. All right. We have a left shoulder here, head right here, right shoulder here. We got the break of this neckline and completed that move. Now, as a result of that move, we've created a new pattern known as a rising wedge or ascending wedge. Okay. This is a bearish pattern. What you do is you bounce from the lows to the highs, to the lows, to the highs. All right. Until you either get a break to the upside and you cancel this pattern, this bearish pattern. Okay. Or what you see is a sharp drop potentially back to the lows of 110. All right. So you do need to be cautious heading into earnings with a bearish chart pattern. Now, does this mean that this pattern has to play out? No. Snow could most definitely ride the bullish divergence. Okay. That's still the main thing I'm looking at as a technical trader, right? We saw that we had the descending wedge here with the breakout. Look at what we had on our RSI. Okay. Again, a divergence. We had a bullish pattern known as a rising triangle. Okay. So that's where you basically have this flat line here, and then you have the trend line there. It's a continuation pattern. We can see that previously it was lower heading higher. We have a continuation pattern with on the RSI, meaning that it should break out from here, continue upwards as it did, along with a bullish pattern on the chart. All right. We got the head and shoulders shortly after that. Okay. And now we've had a very nice move upwards. Okay. We were able to hit our bullish price target here, the 127.2 on the fibs at 173.08. And the way that I use the Fibonacci's, essentially, this blue line is going to be my breakout level. So we are bullish above 160.4. All right. And above 160.4, we have price targets of 173 and 189 for us to look to play in between. Now, how would this play out on the chart? Well, you would look for something like this, right? Find support, chop in between these days, get a bounce off of this trend line, break through our blue resistance level, okay, and hit either our first price target or our second price target. And you can take profit at each one depending on your own trading style, okay? So that's what I look for. That's what I think Snow has the potential to do. But again, if we break this 149 support level here, all we have is this weak trend line right here where we've bounced once, twice. The more times you test a level, the weaker it gets. So 3 times isn't too bad, but the third time could be the charm where we break it and head lower. All right. Now, again, we have the initial bullish divergence trend line that I'm looking to play and keep, right? As soon as we break this bullish divergence trend line and don't bounce upwards, right? And we come here and bounce, test it, and then break and fall below, that's when you can expect this pattern as well to play out. All right. So really, really going to be, I wouldn't say easy, but we have some nice setups for us to follow to either go bullish or bearish, right? We know our entries, we know our exits, we have price targets. Okay, so if we find that we do hold the support and we do bounce off this trend line, all right, you can go bullish, right? Again, my personal breakout level is going to be 160. Above 160, I'm bullish. Below there, I'm watching. Okay. So, if that doesn't happen and we get the break below, right, we can look to play that move, but we would further strengthen our confidence in the play if we got a bounce here and broke that as well. So we can be confident being bullish if we find support here or here and we drop down to the RSI and get a nice bounce, we can feel confident being bullish. All right. And if we break this level or in this level and also break our trend line here, then we can feel confident being bearish. Right. Again, for day trades, swing trades, not really long-term investing here, but more of great technical analysis breaking down the chart. So if you want to see your stock in the next video, broken down like this, letting you know the key levels that I'm looking at, seeing if there's any divergences, any chart patterns, let me know in the comments below.